He knows the North is watching. If the other houses sense weakness on his part, they'll stop fearing him. He can't have that. Fear is his power.
It's his weakness, too. His men don't want to fight for him. They're forced to fight for him if they feel the tide turning.
It's crucial that we let them charge at us. They've got the numbers. We need the patience.
I want him coming at us full tilt.
We should all get some sleep.
So you've met the enemy? Drawn up your battle plans?
Aye. For what they're worth.
You've known him for the space of a single conversation. You and your trusted advisors, and you sit around making your plans on how to defeat a man you don't know. I lived with him. I know the way his mind works. I know how he likes to hurt people.
One day I'll be Lord of Winterfell and Warden of the North. You will be my lady and wardeness.
But isn't your stepmother pregnant?
What of it?
What happens if she has a boy?
Then I'll have a baby brother.
But he'll be the heir.
I'm Lord Bolton's eldest son.
But you're a bastard. A trueborn will always have the stronger claim.
I've been naturalized by a royal decree from...
Tommen Baratheon? Another bastard.
Bastards can rise high in the world. Like your half-brother, Jon Snow. Born the bastard of Winterfell, now the Lord Commander of the Night's Watch.
Did it ever once occur to you that I might have some insight?
You're right.
You think he's going to fall into your trap? He won't. He's the one who lays traps.
He's overconfident.
He plays with people. He's far better at it than you. He's been doing it all his life.
Aye, and what have I been doing all my life? Playing with broomsticks. I've fought beyond the wall against worse than Ramsay Bolton. I've defended the wall from worse than Ramsay Bolton.
You don't know him.
All right, tell me. What should we do? How do we get Rickon back?
A monster has taken our home and our brother. We have to go back to Winterfell and save them both.
We'll never get him back. Rickon is Ned Stark's trueborn son, which makes him a greater threat to Ramsay than you, a bastard, or me, a girl. As long as he lives, Ramsay's claim to Winterfell will be contested, which means he won't live long.
We can't give up on our brother.
Listen to me, please. He wants you to make a mistake.
Of course he does. What should I do differently?
I don't know. I don't know anything about battles. Just...
Jon is Jon. He's my brother. He'll keep me safe. I trust him.
Then why did you lie to him when he asked you how you learned about Riverrun?
Just don't do what he wants you to do.
Ah, it's good advice.
You think that's obvious?
Well, it is a bit obvious.
If you had asked for my advice earlier, I would have told you not to attack Winterfell until we had a larger force. Or is that obvious
When
too?
will we have a larger force?
The time may come when you need an army loyal to you.
I have an army.
Your brother's army. Half-brother.
We've pleaded with every house that'll have us. The Blackfish can't help us. We're lucky to have this many men.
It's not enough.
No, it's not enough. It's what we have. Battles have been won against greater odds.
Let Stannis and Roose battle. Let the enemies of the throne slaughter each other, and when they're done, seize Winterfell from whichever thief survives.
If Ramsay wins, I'm not going back there alive. Do you understand me?
As it happens, I am a betting man.
And if you're right?
Stannis takes Winterfell. He rescues you from the most despised family in the North. Grateful for your late father's courageous support of his claim, he names you Wardeness of the North.
But I wouldn't. Wardeness of the North.
You are the last surviving Stark. He needs you.
And what if you're wrong?
I won't ever let him touch you again. I'll protect you, I promise.
No one can protect me. No one can protect anyone.
Don't trust anybody. Life is safer that way.
It's not enough. We need more men.
There's no time.
If we went down to Castle Kerwin, I know that Lord Kerwin...
We fight with the army we have.
Perhaps I can help. The Knights of the Vale are some of the best fighters in Westeros, trained to battle in the ice and the snow.
Forgive me, Lord Baelish. You have a reputation as a moneylender and a brothel keeper, not a military man.
You wouldn't risk a single Lannister soldier or a single coin from the royal treasury. What do you have to lose? A brothel keeper?
And if you succeed?
Name me Warden of the North.
I'm having the Lord's chamber prepared for you.
Mother and father's room. You should take it.
These are mother and father's chambers.
And?
You always liked nice things. Made you feel better than everyone.
I'm not a Stark.
You are to me.
You're the Lady of Winterfell. You deserve it. We're standing here because of you.
News of this battle will spread quickly through the Seven Kingdoms. I've declared for House Stark for all to hear.
You've declared for other houses before Lord Baelish. It's never stopped you from serving yourself.
The past is gone for good. You can sit here mourning its departure, or you can prepare for the future. You, my love, are the future of House Stark. Who should the North rally behind? A true-born daughter of Ned and Catelyn Stark, born here at Winterfell? Or a motherless bastard born in the South?
The North remembers. We know no king, but the king in the North whose name is Stark. I don't care if he's a bastard. Ned Stark's blood runs through his veins. He's my king. From this day until his last day.
The battle was lost until the Knights of the Vale rode in. They came because of you. You told me Lord Baelish sold you to the Boltons.
He did.
And you trust him?
Only a fool would trust Littlefinger. Should have told you about him. About the Knights of the Vale. I'm sorry.
We need to trust each other. We can't fight a war amongst ourselves. We have so many enemies now.
You are my sister, but I am king now.
Will you start wearing a crown?
When you question my decisions in front of the other lords and ladies, you undermine me.
So we can't question your decisions anymore.
Of course you can, but
Joffrey never let anyone question his authority. You think he was a good king?
Do you think I'm Joffrey?
You're here to answer for your brother's latest treasons.
Your Grace, whatever my traitor brother has done, I had no part. You know that. I beg you.
You're as far from Joffrey as anyone I've ever met.
Thank you.
You're good at this, you know.
At what?
At ruling.
No.
You are. You are. They respect you, they really do, but you have to... Why are you laughing?
For you as first ranger. You know, my brother once told me that nothing someone says before the word but really counts.
But? What did Father used to say? Everything before the word but is horse shit.
Never said that to me.
Yeah. No, he never cursed in front of his girls.
Because he was trying to protect us. We could sheep-shift Lord Desmond's bed. You cut a little hole in his mattress and you stuff sheep dung inside. Then you sew up the hole and make his bed again. His room will stink, but he won't know where it's coming from.
Lady Sansa?
My sister used to do that when she was angry with me. And she was always angry with me.
Why sheep shift?
That's the vulgar word for dung.
My lady.
Well, you asked me. You never wanted us to see how dirty the world really is, but Father couldn't protect me, neither can you. Stop trying.
All right, I'll stop trying to protect you, and you stop trying to undermine me.
I'm not trying to undermine you. You have to be smarter than Father. You need to be smarter than Rob. I loved them, I missed them, but they made stupid mistakes, and they both lost their heads for it.
And how should I be smarter? By listening to you.
Would that be so terrible? Did it ever once occur to you that I might have some insight?
The Umbers and the Karstarks have fought beside the Starks for centuries. They've kept faith for generation after generation.
And then they broke faith.
I'm not going to strip these families of their ancestral homes because of the crimes of a few reckless sons.
So there's no punishment for treason and no reward for loyalty?
You want to be hand of the king? You want to rule? This is what ruling is. Lying on a bed of weeds, ripping them out by the root one by one before they strangle you in your sleep.
I'm no king, but I think there's more to ruling than that.
I don't care what you think. You've never taken it seriously. You haven't. Jamie hasn't.
The punishment for treason is death. Small John Umber died on the field of battle. Harold Karstark died on the field of battle.
They died fighting for Ramsay. Give the castles to the families of the men who died fighting for you.
When I was Lord Commander of the Night's Watch, I executed men who betrayed me. I executed men who refused to follow orders. My father always said, the man who passes the sentence should swing the sword, and I have tried to live by those words.
But have you ever considered learning how to lie every now and then? Just a bit?
I'm not going to swear an oath I can't uphold. Talk about my father if you want. Tell me that's the attitude that got him killed. But when enough people make false promises, words stop meaning anything. Then there are no more answers, only better and better lies. And lies won't help us in this fight.
That is indeed a problem.
But I will not punish a son for his father's sins. And I will not take a family home away from a family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision. And my decision is final.
Gather around. Come here.
I think it's really tyranny. It could be someone trying to lure you into a trap.
Read the last bit.
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes. What does that mean?
It's something he said to me the first night we met.
Let me give you some advice, bastard. Never forget what you are. The rest of the world will not. Wear it like armor, and it can never be used to hurt you.
What the hell do you know about being a bastard?
All dwarves are bastards in their father's eyes.
You know him better than any of us. What do you think?
Tyrion's not like the other Lannisters. He was always kind to me.
But I promise you one thing, my lady. I won't ever hurt you. I apologize for my nephew's behavior. Tell me the truth. Do you want an end to this engagement?
I am loyal to King Joffrey, my one true love.
Lady Stark. You may survive us yet.
But it's too great a risk.
I know it's a risk. But I have to take it.
Then send an emissary, don't go yourself.
Daenerys is a queen. Only a king can convince her to help us. It has to be me.
You're abandoning your people. You're abandoning your home.
I'm leaving both in good hands.
Whose?
Yours. You are my sister. You're the only Stark in Winterfell. Until I return, the North is yours. Cersei of House Lannister, first of her name, Queen of the Andals and the First Men, Protector of the Seven Kingdoms.
What does she want?
Come to King's Landing, bend the knee, or suffer the fate of all traitors. Winter is here. The Lannisters are a southern army. They've never ranged this far north.
You're the military man, but I know her.
The people you love, the weaker you
If you're her enemy, she'll never stop until she's destroyed you. Everyone who's ever crossed her, she's found a way to murder.
You almost sound as if you admire her.
I learned a great deal from her.
The princess just spoke to you.
Pardon, Your Grace. I'm sure your dress will be beautiful, Marcella. I'm counting the days until the fighting's done, and I can pledge my love to the king in sight of the gods.
You'll be queen. For a time. And comes another. Younger. More beautiful. To cast you down and take all you hold dear.
I haven't had the opportunity to tell you how sorry I was to hear about your brother. War is war, but killing a man at a wedding, horrid. What sort of monster would do such a thing?
My father always told the truth.
Yes, he had that reputation, and they named him traitor and took his head.
Joffrey. Joffrey did that. He promised he would be merciful, and he cut my father's head off. And he said that was mercy. And he took me up on the walls and made me look at it.
Go on.
I can't. I never meant. My father was a traitor. My brother as well. I have traitor's blood. Please don't make me say any more.
She's terrified, Grandmother. Just look at her.
Speak freely, child. We would never betray your confidence, I swear it.
He's a monster.
Gold. Their shrouds.
Come on, we have to go. We have to go. Cersei!
Permit me to share some womanly wisdom with you on this very special day. The more people you love, the weaker you are. You'll do things for them that you know you shouldn't do. You'll act the fool to make them happy, to keep them safe. Love no one but your children. On that front, a mother has no choice.
But shouldn't I love Joffrey, Your Grace?
You can try. Little dove.
My father was a traitor. My mother and brother are traitors too. I am loyal to my beloved Joffrey.
Of course you are.
only way to keep the small folk loyal is to make certain they fear you more than they do the enemy. Remember that, if you ever hope to become a queen.
This is good soup.
We never should have left Winterfell.
Don't you wish we could go back to the day we left? I want to scream at myself. Don't go, you idiot.
How could we know?
I spent a lot of time thinking about what an ass I was to you. I wish I could change everything.
We were children.
I was awful, just admit it.
You were occasionally awful. I'm sure I can't have been great fun, always sulking in the corner while the rest of you played.
Can you forgive me?
There's nothing to forgive.
Forgive me.
All right. All right, I forgive you. You think after thousands of years, the Night's Watch, we've learned how to make a good ale?
Mm. Where will you go?
Where will we go? If I don't watch over you, Father's ghost will come back and murder me.
Where will we go?
Can't stay here, not after what happened.
There's only one place we can go. Home.
You all crowned me your king. I never wanted it. I never asked for it. But I accepted it because the North is my home.
You'd have to leave home. You'd have to leave me. And so would you.
You left your home to come here, and I'd be queen someday. It's the only thing I ever wanted.